Last episode, my friend was a complete noob in Restaurant Tycoon 3. But today, things are getting serious. He already learned the basics, and now we're trying to push his restaurant to the next level. We're building new upgrades, improving the restaurant, and trying to reach 2 stars. And trust me, some of the things that happened in this episode were actually hilarious. Let's see if he can survive part 2. Good news! We already had enough money. The new area costs $1,200, and we had around $2,500 saved up, so we bought it right away. This gives us a lot more space to work with, and now we can finally start building things that will help the restaurant grow. Our next goal is building a bathroom, because that's one of the things that can help improve the restaurant and make customers happier. Let's get it built and see what happens next. Right now, our main goal is to reach either 2 stars or maybe even 3 stars if everything goes well. But before we can do that, we need to build a bathroom. The problem is, the bathroom costs $1,500, and right now we only have $456, so we're going to need a lot more money before we can buy it. Let's keep serving customers, completing tasks, and making money until we can finally afford the bathroom. We finally have enough money. Right now we have around 1.3K, so it's finally time to start building the bathroom. And for this bathroom, I'm actually using one of my own tips that I shared in my top 10 tips to get rich fast in Restaurant Tycoon 3 video. So let's start building. For this design, you'll need 4 toilets, 4 sinks, 8 soap dispensers. It's simple, looks good, and helps improve your restaurant without taking up too much space. Let's build it and see if it helps us reach our goal of 2 stars. Wow, we actually did it! We just reached 2 stars, and our hygiene is now a perfect 5 stars. And honestly, this is exactly why I keep saying these tips work. Some people said my RT3 tips were fake or useless, but now we're seeing the results in a real Noob to Pro series. We followed the strategy, built the bathroom, improved hygiene, and instantly started seeing progress. So if you're one of the people who doubted the tips, well, the results speak for themselves. Now let's keep going and see how far we can take this restaurant. All right, now it's time to teach him how to boost food. To boost food, you need special items from the farm store, so I called him over and told him to follow me. We went all the way to the farm, opened the store, and got ready to buy the boost items. And then Restaurant Tycoon 3 decided to troll us. The game basically said, Level 3 required. Bruh, we came all the way here for nothing. Looks like we're going to have to level up a bit more before we can start boosting food. Maybe next time, RT3, maybe next time. So, after getting completely trolled by the farm store, I remembered something. I made my friend do most of the cooking and restaurant work, and because of that, he actually reached level 3 in baking. And that means we unlocked the bakery. So I called my friend over to Plazzy and showed him the good news. Even though we couldn't buy the farm boost items, we could still boost 1 food using the bakery system. Honestly, that worked out way better than expected. We came here expecting a big fail, but somehow we ended up unlocking something useful instead. That's a huge W for the restaurant. Now that we unlocked the bakery, it was time to make our first boosted food. First, I told my friend to buy 2 flour from the bakery. After that, I said, "All right, now follow me." We headed over to the butcher shop, and I told him to buy 3 beef. At this point, he was probably wondering what I was cooking up. Once we got everything we needed, I told him to come back to the restaurant. Now it was finally time to make our first boosted food and see if it could help us earn even more money. Now I could just boost the food for him and be done with it. But that's not the point of this series. The goal is to teach him how everything works so he can do it himself in the future. So, instead of doing it for him, I started explaining it step by step. First, open the boost menu, then choose the food you want to boost. After that, make sure you have all the required ingredients. Once everything is ready, click boost and wait for it to finish. It's actually really simple once you know what you're doing. Now my friend knows how to boost food by himself, and that's one more step toward becoming a Restaurant Tycoon 3 PRO. Things were actually going really well at this point. We kept serving customers, completing tasks, and making more money. Before we knew it, we had earned another $2,000. And you already know what that means. I bought another area. Honestly, this restaurant is starting to grow way faster than I expected. At the start of this series, my friend had a tiny restaurant, and now we're already expanding again. The Noob to Pro journey is looking pretty good right now. All right, that's going to be it for today. We managed to reach 2 stars, build a bathroom, unlock the bakery, learn how to boost food, and even expand the restaurant again. I'd say that's a pretty successful day for a former noob. Now we're going to spend some time earning more money and preparing for the next episode, because in part 3, we're completely rebuilding the restaurant. We'll buy another new area, redesign everything, and try to push his restaurant all the way to 3 stars. So if you're excited for part 3, make sure to subscribe and let me know what you think of the progress so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.